I think I remember hearing that the alleys were kind of like a secondary road, but and the garages from the houses would lead into the alley, and that would be the only way to get to the garage, but they were filled.
It definitely wasn't like my first choice, but I really enjoyed it once I got there because I realized how much it was needed, and like it was packed like so high, and I just realized that like we're here to do work, and I think there were like certain times where like things were too heavy or like I didn't want to touch it, and Joanna would pick it up instead, or else we would like pick up something super heavy or like just have a fun time with it rather than like kind of like, oh, this is disgusting, I don't want to touch anything. And it was definitely fun having like a friend there with me.
I feel like it kind of reminded me of what Brandon was talking about one of the mornings, like saying, like, even though this sucks, this is all for like the glory of like God, and like this is not only helping our faith, but also showing other people Jesus. And
Yeah. For me, when I was cleaning it up, I was just like reminded that like we're in an imperfect world, and like we're cleaning it up, and someday we are gonna be like a perfect world, and we're gonna be able to like live happy and like have things, and we're kind of taking the world for granted at this point, and like cleaning it up like reminded me like I should take care of things like the way God would want me to, like not just like garbage, but like relationships, just different stuff like that. I kind of took it that way.
Okay, so yesterday I gave a sermon. I'm not very big on stages, or not very fond. I don't know if fond is the right word, but it's just not. I'm not very big on stages. On the bus, I was a little anxious and nervous for giving it, and I was reading it out loud.
The kingdom of God made you the best kingdom in the world. And the point is that there is a place for you in the kingdom of God.
I thought it went pretty well. That what I learned that sometimes that you have to push yourself to do stuff that makes you a little uncomfortable or challenging. It has and will help, and I know God will have me do something in the long run.
We went to a church group called Redeemer in Modesto here, and it was a lot of fun. It was basically like a bunch of teenagers like ourselves, but like with a very fiery passion that I kind of didn't expect. They were literally like so welcoming. Like we were all sitting around, it was just me, and I knew nobody there. But we were all sitting around in a table, and we were playing the game Spoons.
Oh my God! I'm recycling! I'm so sorry!
They encouraged me a lot. Just like, it gave me hope that there's not only like, because I have my friends in the church, and sometimes those are the only Christian teenagers I ever see. And then just like coming here and seeing so many teenagers with the same faith, it gave me a lot of hope that like we can change the world, kind of a thing.
And then we all have a birth card for you guys.
Sebastian, he's a cute little kid that I was hanging out with, and he was just really into the craft. Like I was helping him with the crafts, telling him what, like, Jesus is the well, or is the bucket, like, that the water that he gives us is water that will never make us thirst again. We'll never be thirsty again, basically. I was telling him about that. I don't know if he was really paying attention or not, but he was nodding and saying, mm-hmm. And we get to show like we get to introduce them to Jesus, and it might not be like really like super in depth, but some kids do actually like accept the Lord into their heart. I heard a lot of kids like kind of sad that we were going, and they wanted just to keep going, and I heard a lot of kids asking when we'll be back, and obviously next year, but yeah, I really think that we left an impact on them.
Emmanuel and Serena. So there are some people that I met the other day at the trailer park, and they are currently living there, and they've been living there since January, I believe. They are believers, and they have been doing food drives there and just like praying over the whole park, and are really like working to get ministries there and just to share the word of God in the trailer park. I think in regards to the trailer park, they are definitely a light that is there, and they're not planning on leaving. They're like, even if they have the means to leave, they are planning on sticking it out for those people and like for the manager, and just to really like turn it around and get it to be a better place, and like somewhere where people are in community with each other instead of like not knowing their neighbor and like having so much crime and like evil that is there. They want it to be loving, and they just want God to be there, and I think they are truly a light for God in that community.